You just choose the time frame that's comfortable for you and trade on that time frame?
I got a video I send you. It's top down. You start on the highs and work your way down. The smallers is gonna be where you're gonna enter the trade. So how we were just talking about, we seen the resistance, we seen the wick.
Right.
What you're gonna look for on the bottom to tell you what you seen on the to confirm what you seen on the higher ones.
Right, because we go from we go from low to high.
From high to low.
High to low. Okay. High to low, right.
Now I'm gonna send you that video too. But what I wanted to show you while we was here though, and I'm gonna finish walking you through what you got down here. But that strategy I sent you, you see how the white and the purple cross the blue?
Right.
That was your sell entry.
Okay, if it's below the blue, it's a sell, and if it's above the blue, it's a buy.
It's a buy. The white and the purple both got to cross them.
Got to cross it. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha.
You can wait for the next candle. So if you see it cross, like on this green one, it was crossing, you can wait till the red one start and then take the sell.
Okay.
So your stop loss is gonna start behind the blue one.
The stop loss starts behind the blue. Okay.
Yeah, give it maybe 2 or 3. You can go. You can even be a little generous, 5 or 10 on the stop loss.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah, that was a nice trade.
You see the pullback?
That was a good one. It's still moving.
You see the pullback wick?
Down there, it's starting to form. Or that's on the XPX, or you on the?
My bad.
Oh yeah, it is pulled back some.
Wow. The previous one where it diverged at the cross.
Oh, okay, yeah. Where it pulled, shot up.
Yeah, right there. You see that pullback candle is a wick.
The red one?
The green one.
The green one, okay.
That's your entry. That's a pullback entry.
The doji?
Yeah, the doji.
Okay. So
yeah, Go ahead.
Enter on that.
Yes, ma'am. I'll fill it in for y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, the XPX, man, I caught it. I was in that XPX, like quick 60 pips. It was up like, what, 80, 70, 80? It's pulling back now.
Big time.
What happened?
It was a little bit of a pullback, but we just going to hold it out because that's a nice 15-minute candle. So we got 3 minutes in that candle. It's going to finish. It should finish. We'll see how it goes. It's probably going to finish at the bottom, though.
Oh, dang. I missed my exit.
I'm going to hold it. I'll probably drop stop loss down and just hold it. See what it do.
Yeah, I got mine at break even.
So, yeah, Miss Claudia, you got your trend line here?
Uh-huh.
Just click it and get your trend line.
Uh-huh.
Let me fix that too.
Because it was difficult to set a trend line, then release it, and then go in the direction of the way the market was moving. So I figured I'm gonna need some good practice on that.
I got you fixed up now, though. I needed to make it where it extends.
Okay.
Do this for you, make it a little thicker. You also got this tool here. I like to draw it just to put points instead of having them go all the way across the screen. This is your ray tool, so you can just draw lines.
Which one's that?
Stop.
Oh, that one there?
Smaller one. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Then you got your horizontal on there. You have your fibos.
Oh, see, I never used those. We have to talk about those.
Yeah, we're going to have a little powwow on it.
Man, I be sleeping on the field, though, man.
Man, it's cool, man. I use it for a little guideline. Highlight out some of them zones. I'm kind of like what you said though, man. I just be looking for the momentum pushes and them rejections, and then just manage it. So I've been using the fibo a little bit more so I can teach with it. You missed it yesterday. I think I got the recording. I posted up the full thing, but I went over fibos. Like,
see, I thought it was like beginner, like doing setting up your MT4 and stuff. So I said, well, I don't need that. So that's why I didn't even jump on yesterday.
No, it's fine.
I was up. I was actually up and looking for you to post it. You were going to be doing the trading the London session. I said, here I am wide awake and no London session. I kept looking, but then I said, the man got to sleep sometime.
Yeah, that's exactly. I couldn't sleep though, but I tried to last night. We were on Tuesday.
I couldn't either, because I would like drift off and just wake back up. So I say I could have been, if we were on the London session, I could have been on that.
We got a good little range here. It's kind of just playing in a range. So
okay.
CAD JPY, we'd be waiting on a breakout, clear breakout. Or if you're aggressive, you can take the next pullback, look for a wick entry. So you got your fibo down there. I'll send you that video yesterday too. I went over though. I was telling Jay, I went over kind of working the fibos like you do top down.
Right.
So measuring in and out of the moves, either the trend and the counter trend, and then high time frames to low. And then I just delete them after that after I get my levels. Or if I'm trying to watch the momentum, I'll play with them.
Yeah, don't forget to send me an invite.
Oh yeah, I will. Probably skip tonight. It's Thursday. It's about to be Friday. I'm pretty much done.
When you set up.
Oh yeah. I think.
Yeah.
I
want to be like Nick.
No, I say you're gonna be better than me.
You're just so good for my ego.
Let's go. So you got pretty much everything you need to do. That square is gonna draw off your zones for you as you continue to kind of learn about market structure. The support and resistance zones. You can use that to mark off. It even is.
Oh, that yeah.
A lot of it is you'll start noticing we're gonna dive a little deeper into some of these zones to figure out which ones is supply and demand.
Okay.
That's pretty much the concept that the market runs on, is a supply and demand type of schematic. So they powerful once you
yeah, because I know you do talk about that a lot.
You'll see the market bouncing between them. It'll come from a supply to a demand, and usually you can stretch these out.
Yeah.
You'll see them play in the past and in the future. So you'll leave them on there, and then you'll notice price likes to go
within that zone.
Yeah, from zone to zone, from supply to demand. You got pretty much everything you need to kind of start working around them. How you send me a markup tonight?
Tonight?
Let's get good. Just mark up one of them for me.
Tonight? Now, how do I send that to you? You know I don't know nothing. I can take a screenshot and send it to you in a text.
Hey, that'll work too, but it's easy. You just you click up here at the top. Oh, you take a picture. Yeah. You can even copy it, or you can save the image and then copy to pull up a whole chart.
Now, don't I have to send it to an email address?
Oh, you can send it on Telegram.
Oh, okay. I tried. Remember we were talking about me saving the saving TradingView to my desktop? You can't do it. I
Oh, they
tried.
won't let you.
No. Mm-mm.
I might can figure out a way, because I know you can pretty much have icons. I know what you're trying to do. I'll try to figure it out. And you might be right though. They might not let it, but I think I can figure it out for you.
Yeah, because I tried the different ways I knew and none of them worked.
So we got us a nice little 15-minute markup. That's what it look like on the hour. Do get some patterns here. Kind of like a wedge, could be a rising wedge. Giving us that drop. Open up the drop top.
Okay, now what's a rising wedge?
It's a pattern through some of the images in the group. I'll resend it, but it shows all these different patterns for you.
Okay.
If I ever say something crazy and you forget to ask me, you can always try to remember the name. You may go through all your stuff, but you can try to remember the name and then Google it with Forex.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull up the patterns now. So right down the side though, but
Okay. I think.
so that's kind of the one that we're in now. It looks like pretty much like the chart we looking at. So it's, or no, we
Yeah.
some kind of like this fourth one.
Yeah.
We're looking for a break. And again, I might be out because it kind of look like a pennant. Main thing though we want to see is we just looking for them levels to break. Probably get a breakdown. A retest, and then a final push break to that level.
Now, when you're marking up your charts, do you go back as far as a day or you go back as far as 4 hours?
It depends on what I'm seeing. I like to look at the I start on a day, but if I don't see a clear trend, I'll even I'll even jump up to the weekly.
Okay.
So I can just see how the market really is moving.
Yeah, I've done that. Yeah.
Sometimes it'll be real choppy, but then you can go to like the weekly and it'll show the clear direction. So we're looking at the weekly on the CJ. It's been coming on a downtrend. We got a drop base, and we're looking for
some consolidation.
Yeah, that's what I'm referring to as a base.
Okay.
It's different terminology. You'll hear people say it all kinds of ways. You'll hear impulse rally or impulse drop. You'll hear drop rally or drop base, and they're just talking about consolidation when I say base. But to be honest, one thing people don't the market, we don't have an efficient market without consolidation. There's always be some type of consolidation on one of the time frames. So you can usually find some type of congestion or a range to play in. So with that information, those are the places that you want to facilitate trade. You don't want to mess around with all this in the middle. You kind of want to, depending on the time frame, you want to play the edges of the market, or you want to play when it comes to these areas.
Right.
Yeah, that's where you want to facilitate down. That's your entry. That's an entry, regardless if your things don't go up or down. Them are the places where you want to
within the support and resistance.
Yes. Once you have your support and resistance, you want to trade right in them. So if the market, say you drew one up here, but when you look at the market, it was like already down here. Based on this time frame, you wouldn't want to trade right there. Well, that's kind of hard because it has resistance here, but you wouldn't want to trade up here. You want to wait for it to come down to where you got a clear support.
Right.
Yeah. So we
up or down.
Yeah, up or down, or resistance. We generally want to sell depending on what type of. So this coming into what type of trader you are. The way that I'm trading is I like to sell at resistance zones and I like to buy at support. Depending with my chart work from doing top down. So like here it wouldn't have worked if you would have just bought. You would have got stopped out, but you could have got back in to see the break. Main key point though is you don't want it when it's doing all this, you don't want to really, you'll rather wait till it gets to a clear area.
Well, it just I really want to get in when it goes when I see it's going to go into a break and then do a retest and then get in, right? Because then it defines which direction it's going.
Yup, that's gonna give you more confirmation.
Right.
So as we keep working, that's what I want you to start at, being a new trader, and then we're gonna take it up a notch where I'm gonna get you can start knowing when this is gonna break.
Okay.
Figuring out when it's gonna break, because trading is really just all subjective. It's just you're gonna see something, you're gonna perceive something different than what I will. So we were just talking about figuring out how to see it break. So that you would, like you said, you want to wait for it to break and then retest.
Right.
Somebody that's a little bit more aggressive or even looking at a smaller time frame could have been looking at this trend line break and retest.
Right.
See, they would have got in a little earlier than you, but y'all both were right on waiting for a confirmation.
Now I have another question.
Go ahead.
On your support, why, I'm just curious, why didn't you take it all the way down to that last wick at the very bottom? No, the blue one. Yeah, the green one. I'm sorry, the green one. You were right. All the way down to the end of the wick. Why don't you take it all the way down there?
Okay. You breaking in my science book now.
I'm just curious because
I'm joking with you. You could, like I was just saying, it's just subjective. It's where you want to kind of facilitate trade. As long as you're trading where you're waiting for either the confirmation or you're waiting for it to be at the edge of those markets, both of them are right. They rejected here. The reason why I didn't use it is because I was looking at this initial range. And
okay.
I consider this is a pattern as well called a spring. If the market breaks low like this, when it pulls back, it has to make a lower low or the market structure is invalidated.
Right. Okay. Yeah. And that was the most recent. Okay. I got it. I know now. Okay.
So to me, this is just a fake out. So I didn't count it.
Okay. Okay. Gotcha. I see.
So when it went up here, I just was looking at those levels because
that was those 2 points.
Yeah, that was the most recent support level, or
right.
But you can get fancy, in your words, and you can
get fancy.
You can zone this out.
Yeah, that's what I would do because I can. Yeah.
So you can look at it as a support zone, or that's what I was talking about, demand areas.
Yeah, because as long as it comes within that zone and goes back up and not break.
And not break, then you know it's
right.
It's long. It's
cool.
But when it broke, so that's where we would start knowing it was gonna sell.
Right. I'm still trying to understand the I'm gonna be honest with you, the charts that we're using to trade in, you know, the one that I have set up.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's still foreign to me, but you know, I'm really looking at that, trying to understand. I know if the because if I look at the candles, it doesn't always coincide with what the arrows are telling me. You know, you said within that the zone area with the arrows or the dark or the star, it doesn't always coincide with that looking at it, because I'll see a call for like a sell or a buy, and I'm going, well, no, the candles are green or the candles are blue. I mean, candles are green or the candles are red. So I'm still trying to figure that out.
Oh, no problem. Just remember the rule base. You got to have 2 of those. So what you're getting is
Right.
this that I'm drawing manually is printed on the chart for you through an indicator. So the candles won't be red. They'll be coming up green.
Because
But
it's in the future, right?
not because it's in the future, but you are looking into trying to how the probability of it reversing are coming from the bullish trend to the bearish trend. So you
Okay.
catching it right as it turned with that indicator set up.
Okay. Yeah,
So,
because I have to, because I'm, you know, I'm thinking one way I've been looking at it, so I've got to get used to the indicators, because they just, you know, they're different from anything that I've worked with
so
before.
they keep you guys on a strict, especially going through the learning criteria or the learning, and on the website they keep you with following the trend.
Okay.
But then you learn new levels to it that you can trend trade, you can counter trend trade, and they're both right, but they just start as beginners. They want, so you don't get shook out or you don't get, you
Faked
know,
out.
lost in the sauce. They want you to just follow the trend. So that may be kind of confusing you as well, because
It is.
but just know when it comes up, it's giving you a chance to get in on a reversal, as long as you have 2 of those signs, the shaded areas, the line in the arrow,
Or the
or the
star.
star.
Right.
So, yeah, that's it. I'm